Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this look for you. I wanted to do something again with my new Stacey Marie Carnival XL palette. However, I wanted to go in with more of the neutral colors and create something a little bit more wearable and neutral. I still made it a little crazy with like a bright neon lip, but obviously you can go with a really natural lip too. And my lash is just coming off. Love that. Yeah, so I wanted to do something a little bit more natural, use some of the neutral colors in here. So this is what I came up with, a kind of cool toned, smoky eye that wasn't like too intricate or crazy. And then paired it with a red lip, got my little red shirt on, and my wonky eyelash, what the heck. So yeah, I wanted to pair it with a red lip. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I really love this one. And yeah, in the video I did kind of start off with my face makeup already done, and because I just wanted to kind of go in and focus on the eye color, the cheek color, and the lip color. So my foundation, my eyebrows are already on, but that just kind of saved me some time. I do my foundation in almost every single video, so you're not really missing out on anything because you can look at like any of my other videos to see how I did my foundation. And I did mention in the video anyways what exactly I used. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to see how I got the look, then please keep on watching. To start off my eye look today, I'm going to prime. And today I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, using the shade Light 10. And I'm blending that in with a Peaches and Cream PC26 brush. For my first shade, I'm going to go into the color Pillow Talk, which is a nice matte off-white. And I am going to use this on a BH Cosmetics blending brush to set my brow bone. Next, I'm going into the shade Fade. And with the same brush, I'm going to start blending this into my crease. And we are going to alternate between this color and one more color for the crease. And then with this shade and the next shade I'm gonna use, I am like dipping in like maybe once or twice very gently into the palette, and then really kind of flicking off the brush so that there's not too much color, because I wanna make sure these both kind of fade out really nicely. And so I don't wanna put on like too much product at one time. And now I'm gonna take the shade Basic. So Fade was a really cool tone brown. Basic is a really warm tone brown. So I'm basically layering them together so that they kind of end up creating a more neutral kind of crease color. And I'm making sure as I'm blending this shade, I'm blending it up towards my eyebrow, because I want to have a pretty intense look kind of right here in the inner corner. And then, like I said, I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth with both of those colors in my crease until I get the intensity I want and until they're nice and blended. And I'm just keeping this sort of in my crease area. I'm not like pulling out really far, but I'm also not keeping the shape really rounded like I've been lately. I'm just kind of letting it flow with my natural shape here in the crease. Next, with the Morphe M546, I'm taking the shade Intuition. And I'm going to start packing this in the outer corner. Now this isn't going to be a look like a lot of my looks recently that are really like structured, like detailed, like really, you know what I'm trying to say, like super structured. Okay, is that, you know what I mean? This isn't going to be super structured look, so you don't have to worry about this shade being like perfect, because I'm just laying it down and then I'm immediately starting to buff it out into that last color we have. I'm just using the same brush to do little circles. This is gonna go all the way across, as you can see, my crease towards the inner corner, because I do want quite a bit of depth all the way across my eye. And then I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M505 with a mix of Fade and Basic, those first two crease colors we used, and just layer that on top of that deep shade to make sure it's like super blended. Because again, this is going to be more of like a smoky, softened, blended look and not like a super harsh structured look. I am so freaking hot right now. I don't know if I've mentioned this before in a video, but my house doesn't have air conditioning because where I live, it's pretty cold climate. So a lot of smaller houses don't have AC. So I'm dying because it actually does get pretty hot here in the summer. So it kind of sucks. I'm pretty sure my house is like, generally the last like 2 months, my house has been pretty much every day, like 85 degrees in my house. I'm wearing like a sweater because I'm a freaking psycho. Okay, once that's blended, I'm gonna go back in one more time with Intuition and just reapply in the crease to make sure I didn't blend it out too much. All right, so now for the fun part. I'm first gonna go on my finger and the shade Inspire, which is a really beautiful, kind of like taupey, shimmery brown. It's not like super bronzy. It's definitely more on the neutral to cool side. It is a really beautiful color. So I'm gonna take this on my finger and I'm just packing it all across my entire lid. And then I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M507, yeah, 507, with that same shimmery color. And as I've been doing lately, I'm pulling the shimmer into my crease so that you can see the shimmer above the crease line when my eyes are open. And this helps fade the shimmer into the rest of the eyeshadow. And then wiping off that same brush and going into the shade Lights Out, which is the black. I'm not getting a lot of this, just a tiny little bit. And I'm gonna press this on the outermost part of my outer corner. And then just sort of like dab it around the edges to get it to blend into the dark brown. I don't want that like super obvious. It's just to deepen up the dark brown, just like a tiny bit. And then next, just to kind of pop that lid color a little more, I went into the Peaches and Cream pigment in the shade Gatsby. I'm gonna try to show this to you without spilling it everywhere because I don't wanna waste any of it. It's this guy right here. Do you see how absolutely stunning that is? Sorry, my nails are like a hot mess right now. And then I'm not gonna use this wet or anything. I'm just gonna go actually back in with the same little M507 and very lightly just sort of tap this all over that last color. I'm not using this wet because I don't want it to come out like full intensity. I just want it to be like a sprinkle of this really pretty like taupey glitter on top, just to like intensify the shimmer we put down, but not look like too much. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit of that pigment right on the inner corner. And in the inner corner, I will kind of press it a little more densely, kind of right there, so that it shows up a little more intense in the inner corner. And then there's just sort of like the glitter flecks that go all the way across. So now I'm gonna do the lower lash line. I'm gonna start off with Intuition, our dark brown. And I'm smudging that all the way across. I'm then gonna take the more cool brown color called Fade and blend that right underneath. And then finally taking a little bit of Basic and layering that over top of the Fade color. I'm blending a little more. And then I'm gonna take Lights Out, the black color, and put this focus kind of on the outer corner. But then I'm also gonna take it all the way across my waterline. You guys know I like to put shadow on my waterline. So far, of the colors I've tried in this palette, they all that I've tried in my waterline have been like fine, except Ecstasy, the bright green. I have not sensitive eyes when it comes to putting shadow on my waterline, but when I put that green in my waterline, it definitely felt like super uncomfortable. All right, so finally for the bottom, I'm gonna take the shade Inspire, which was that shimmery color we put on the lid, and just apply just a tiny bit right here on the inner part of the lower lash line. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna put on my lashes. For lashes today, these are the ones I'm using. These are Royalty by Flutter Lashes. So I'm gonna put these on, some mascara. I am using the L'Oreal Telescopic. And I'm gonna put those on and then we'll come back and finish up the rest of the face. All right, so the eyes are done, and I'm just gonna quickly run down what I did to my face because I did already do my face makeup just to save some time. So for foundation or primer, look at me using a primer. I've actually still been using the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I really like that stuff. I then use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I set my under eye and my highlight areas with my ABH Loose Powder in the shade Vanilla. And then I set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus. And then for bronzing, I used my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And that's all I've done so far. Okay, so for blush, let's see. Okay, so for blush today, I'm gonna go into this palette again for like the third video in a row, the BH Cosmetics Glowing in Grease. But today I'm going to use the deepest blush on the end here. It is the shade Santorini. And I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit of that because I want my blush to be more subtle today. For highlight today, I am gonna go back in with my Benefit Cookie highlight. In one of my last videos, I did mention that I wasn't really sure about this color. I am gonna make sure I put a little blurb in that video, so you probably will already know at this point. But I was unsure at first when I first put it on that it was like super light. I still feel like they definitely need more colors in this because just this one and Tickle is definitely not enough. However, this did settle in actually really nicely on my skin tone. And at first in that video, I felt like it seemed really light, but once it kind of settled in my skin, maybe an hour later, it like looked amazing. So I do actually really love this, but even with that said, they still definitely do need to expand the color range a little bit, and I would definitely get a darker color if they came out with a darker color in the future. So I'm just gonna use this on the JH09. Get a nice, cute, blinding highlight. And then for my lip today, I wanted to go and deviate because I could easily do a nude lip like I've been doing so much lately, but I wanted to do something different. So with this really like cool tone neutral eye, I love doing red with cool toned eyes. I have my little red shirt on. So I'm gonna go in with like a crazy red. So I'm gonna use this one right here. This is REDRUM from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Alrighty, so there is the lip on, and this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I love this look so much. I've been wanting to do something a little more like a classic kind of look to sort of deviate from my craziness. And I am really impressed with how this palette, which is just like insanely colorful, created this like beautiful, cool toned, really pretty neutral look. I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys liked it too. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, of course, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a video, and I will see you next time. Bye.